We did Wayne Gretzky Trivia last week, and I happened to think about these questions when I was watching the game last night. So I think you're going to do better with this than you did at the Wayne Gretzky Trivia. Are we ready, John?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right. Last night, Chris Kreider passed Cecil Dillon for second most amount of goals by a New York Rangers American-born player. Who has the most goals by an American-born player for the New York Rangers?
American-born New York Ranger. Well, it'd have to be Brian Leach.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about forwards for a second, but it's got to be Leach. Yeah. 260, 70, something like that.
It was one of the things I saw the stat yesterday. I started to reach for my phone and then stopped and went, it's got to be Brian Leach. Come on.
It's funny because Sam and Joe always joke about him being the answer to every trivia question that comes up on the shows, on the game telecasts. It's hilarious, but
he has a mind-boggling amount of statistics. That again, the one that I'm surprised about is Brian Leach has the most shots on goal in New York Rangers history.
I'm not surprised by that.
I'm a little bit. That's about it. This week they were playing against Pittsburgh Penguins. You mentioned the Rangers have beaten the Penguins twice, by the way, twice all time. That's what's so great about the 2014 series. But in 2014 and 2015, who had the series clinching goals?
The series clincher in 2014 was Brad Richards. And the series clincher in 2015, which I was there for, was Carl Hagelin in overtime in Game 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was actually my last playoff game that I'd been to. Was a friend of mine asked me last minute if I wanted to go, and I was like, sure, and went. And I miss him. I do. I'm not going to lie. I knew that the penalty kill was going to take a hit, just like the penalty kill took a hit after losing Jesper Fast. But I do miss Carl Hagelin, and I do think that they could use a guy like him.
Oh, by the way, who do we get for Carl Hagelin?
Emerson Edom.
Oh, yeah. So
that turned out real well.
Yeah, dynamite. I wonder what his Corsi score is. We were mentioning before, Alexei Lafreniere is the first overall pick, scoring his first NHL goal as an overtime winner. Who is the last New York Ranger to have an overtime goal be his first NHL goal?
Oh, Matt Zuccarello, 2011, Carolina. That was the wraparound around the net. Yeah.
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 That, and what a goal that was, too.
Oh, that was incredible. Do you remember who was on the ice with him at forward for that goal?
Ooh. It's 2011. That's a good one. Stepan?
Nope.
No. Ryan Callahan?
No.
No. I thought it was I thought it was going to be a skate and shoot guy.
Oh, yeah, no. It kind of is in a way, or was in a way, I should say.
Gabrick?
No.
All right, give me.
Brandon Dubinsky. Brandon Dubinsky was on the ice with him for that goal. Yeah.
All right, this one's a tough one, and this is one of those I thought about last night. I was like, I got to ask you this one. Now, I made the confession I'm also a Met fan, but John and I are both Long Island residents. And it's been, although you wouldn't know it, it feels like Minnesota or Manitoba right now outside. But, so last night, Adam Fox from Jericho and Anthony Bitetto. Did I say it? Bitetto, thank you. I wrote his name down wrong. So, all right, Anthony Bitetto from Island Park. When was the last time the New York Rangers had two teammates from Long Island?
Matt Gilroy and Chris Higgins.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep. Chris Higgins, I actually know people who played against and with him growing up because he's a Smithtown boy.
Mm-hmm.
Gilroy, I have a bunch of people who know and played against him, played with him on Apple Corps, which is a junior team around here that used to be out of Long Beach. But yeah, they were the last guys before that, and then you obviously Jericho and Island Park. And funny enough, Long Island's is very, very for those who are not from Long Island. Long Island is a very, very small, tight knit hockey community. My uncle, who I told you about, who played semi-pro, actually played growing up with Charlie McAvoy's father. So my family actually has some ties, and even my stepfather grew up with Charlie McAvoy's father and uncles as well. So we've got ties to Charlie McAvoy here, who's Long Beach, which is right next door to Island Park, for those who don't know. And then my aunt and uncle who live in Island Park, this same uncle I was talking about before, have next door neighbors that have been friends of the family for over 30 years. They had two daughters. The younger daughter is married to Anthony Botetto's, like one of his very, very, very best friends in the wedding party and everything. So absolutely rooting for Anthony Botetto to, play well and maybe even stick around, because I don't know what the expansion draft is going to hold. I know that they signed him to a multi-year deal for that purpose, but